Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button, and thank you to everyone who hits that like button and shares the information. Greatly appreciated. It helps the channel and helps the channel to circulate. Today we're here to talk about the Pisces full moon that's happening on the 20th of September, and there is a lot of energies and aspects here. This is going to be a very, very emotionally intense next 3 months. So we're going to work through some aspects here for you to understand those energies. These intense energies are particularly on a 3D level, and there is a lot of spiritual upgrading as well. So we're going to talk about that. So bear with me as I get through the information for you to help you through that, and leading up to that, it's probably feeling a lot of intense energy. So the Pisces full moon is on the 20th of September. Full moons generally bring an accumulation of cycles that need to end or change, transform, endings, new beginnings, that type of energy. And we do see that here with other aspects. So let's get into it. We'll do some cards. We'll get some oracle cards, messages, some tarot, any other messages coming through spirit just to help you through this. So this full moon is deeply, deeply, highly sensitive and emotional, to the point where there could be a lot of confusion and emotional overwhelm. And I feel that is probably building and leading up to the full moon on the 20th, and probably after as well, because the aspect does creep in over the next 3 months. Particularly, look, when I say particularly, like there's planets, if you have Aries, Libra, Capricorn, any of those aspects in your chart, certain things are going to be triggered even further for you. It doesn't mean it's only for those signs, it's for everybody, but if you have certain aspects in certain places, that's where they'll be triggered, and you need to know that in your natal chart, or get a natal chart, which I think I have on my link below if you are after one. Now, another aspect that we need to go through with this full moon for you is we have 4 T-squares. T-squares are very challenging. Now, and one of them is tightly squared with the galactic center in Sagittarius. So we're going to look at that as well. But let's go step by step because there's so much information here for you. Now, there's a Virgo aspect as well. This is health and healing. So we are going to have to look into that aspect within ourselves. There's also another aspect called an anoretic aspect, a degree. It's a 29 degree, the last degree of the zodiac, bringing endings and beginnings. And this is to the old. This is to the old cycles. We have the moon conjuncting Neptune, which rules Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. And this is about your connection to divine, to source, to your spiritual self, center, creative self, oneness. So it's a time and space for meditation, higher level connection, and it is a time where we are asked to sort of not take on information, because there can be, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, there can be a lot of, use it from your intuition, use every aspect from your intuition, from the divine, rather than outside external sources. There's where the emotional confusion is going to come in, and the overwhelm, and it is going to be too much, because we have Neptune and Virgo aspect here. Virgo wants exact and precise, okay? Whereas Neptune is misinformation, what's true, what's not true, what do I believe, what I don't believe, and being disinformed or uninformed correctly. So because Neptune can bring a fogginess about it, which is all of the confusion. So go into your intuition there, and not your external, check in with your higher self, the true pure sources. you know, your soul, your intuition, all of those things, which is the Virgo aspect of health and healing and going through that. There is also a trine, Pluto in Capricorn. If you have any of those aspects, Sun in Virgo, that's stepping into your power. We have an aspect here of Mercury, T-square, another T-square at the full moon. This is hot, fast-moving, high vibrational, demanding that we be heard, a breakdown aspect, which is creating this chaos and trouble and emotional overwhelm. There's a breaking down, and it's going to be a demolition site for the next few months, and this triggered by this full moon, which is deeply watery, emotional and sensitive. So, wow. I just want to say also, you know, we've still got Eris squaring Pluto and Uranus squaring Saturn. Now, these are big aspects. These are the big players at this full moon, affecting the 3D. Eris is the street fighter, the standing up, the demanding for change and the rebellion, the awakening, the revolution. So that next 3 months is not without challenge, especially with Aries aspects, Libra aspects, and Capricorn, because Capricorn's authority, controlling, Libra's balance, fairness, justice, equality, and we've got the Aries and a bit of Mars, I think, here down in my other notes. Mars acts, wants fight, you know, stands for others and justice, and stands up and takes that action. So we have a lot of chaotic, rebellious, pushback energy here. Uranus wants change, the breaking down, and of social and political systems, of old systems, monarchies, you know, family structures, belief structures, all of that. And Eris and Uranus are the strong aspects here, squaring Saturn. Saturn's the authority. This is how we do it, a set pattern, you know, trying to control. But who will win here is Eris and Uranus, the expansion, the change, the new way of being. So it's not without challenge though, social and political, preparing, defining the new age, the new society, the new norms, the new systems, the new life on our terms, your terms, social terms that now work. It's you know, we're going to see it a lot with, you know, foundations around family systems, structures, you know, economic, all of it. And that demolition side over the next few months really amps up, especially as we close out the year, because when I do my yearly work, it's birthday to birthday, and we've got all the Libras, the Scorpios, you know, the Sagittarians, and then the Capricorns all coming into that 2020, closing out those karmic cycles. So this chaos, this change is amping up until we hit that end of December, and we can fully all move into our 2021 energy and close out all these karmic cycles that are going on, and karmic exams and choosing paths and expansion. If your birthday's at the start of the year, you've already worked through and you're making those changes happen. But as we move through the year, your birthday month hits, and that's when you kind of hit that 2020, bringing down of the foundation, sitting your karmic challenges, setting your new karmic paths, and seeing where you really are at. Okay, so that fits in with all of this, still defining the new age earth for yourself, still defining new systems, still breaking free, still challenged within breaking down those systems. Oh, it's a lot. There's a lot. No, I'm already feeling emotionally overwhelmed in this. Another aspect here around this full moon, and everything's fast moving, because the T-square, one T-square that's tightly aspected to the galactic center with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is expansion. It fast tracks, it moves fast, it wants to create the new world, it wants to move, it's big, it's expansion, its ruler is Jupiter. So huge expansion here, and it's about planning and future vision. That's the energy of Sagittarius. It's let's get this moving. And an alignment with the galactic center then comes in with your connection to divine, your connection to source, your creative, your spirituality here, who you are, where you're going, who you're connected to, where you're connected. Okay, so a lot of confusion and overwhelm here going to come in here, and foggy misinformation over the next few months. So be very mindful to tap in and trust that intuition and do that work. Another aspect here that I want to talk about is on the 22nd of September, we have the Libra Equinox. That's like a tuning fork. Equinoxes are a tuning fork for the energy of the next 3 months. It's a powerful energy. It's like the veil shifts, the veil gets thinner, and we're able to access into energy, big waves of energy here. And we do have another energy wave, another energy surge here with that aspect. Just pop my notes up here. So just be aware of that, because that's an amazing energy that will push us through. And, you know, it's an upgrade, which I want to talk into the deeper spiritual aspect here. It's, you know, upgrade of ourselves, upgrade of our evolution. So we're going through and preparing right now through this, and this full moon's activated, and then the next 3 months, massive spiritual shifts and upgrades and cell upgrades. Hence why the emotional confusion and overwhelm. And the moon is 21 degrees Aries opposite Mercury, which is 24 degrees Libra, squaring Pluto, 24 degrees Capricorn. What does that mean? And the moon is with Eris. Eris is with the moon square, sorry, not square, but in the moon energy here. Strong, assertive pushback for justice and fairness. Public outcry, public for fairness, for equality, for justice. And Mars is there also to act and fight for the justice of others, the standing up of and for others. Where, you know, Libra, if you have any Libra aspects, or that's on the rise here, to get this equality happening within relationships and humanity and all of that. That's what Libra wants. A lot of, it stands for that. And with Eris, the strong pushback, speaking up, will fight for it, to bring through these higher energies, to bring through these expansions, to move things forward into future visions. So the upgrading of the frequency, you know, past this greater authoritative control of systems and authorities and family, and we see that in social, economically, and what we were born into to believe that's real and right. So as you can see, we've got some powerful energies to harness, to integrate, to access, to transform, to transcend within all of us. But this is really, to me, I'm drawn to the Sagittarius aspect here because it's tightly with the galactic center. You know, galactic center, think of alignment, your true alignment here. For future, not for current, and as in your systems, your beliefs, you know, where there's upgrading. So let's get some cards here. Let's get some messages from Spirit, from the Divine, from the Source, about what to expect, or what messages need to come through for the Pisces full moon for the collective around the 20th of September. Oh, here we go. Yeah, wow. Suffering in silence reverse. So there's no more suffering in silence. It's funny, just what I said about Eris and Mars and, you know, the Sagittarius trying to expand and all this breaking down and social and political systems and and focusing on it. No more sitting in silence here, and balance is reversed here. So anything, and there's the Libra, anything out of balance here. And I can show you these cards, you know, sitting in silence, suffering, coming out of that over the next 3 months, and balance, getting your balance or balance within something. We'll get some more cards out. See what the messages want to bring us. Obstacles and challenges, there we go. So the energy is about sacrifice, conflict and defeat. So we've got all the energies there. We've got the Libra, and we've got the no more Eris, you know, Libra, obstacles and challenges. There's that. We talked to that aspect, sacrificing. And I love this energy because she's really connecting to source. We have the rainbow here, we have the source, the healing energy aspect here, and conflict and defeat. And you know that in 5 is change, transformation here. We've got, and you know, igniting your passion reversed. So, you know, where that's been maybe blocked or stuck spiritually, or you know, passion allows us to access higher energies and vibrational waves and frequencies, and brings through that drive, that spiritual connectedness within ourselves. You're speaking out base chakra, where things are unstable. Temptation, obstacles, where temptation. So they can be our toxicities, you know, stuck in old cycles, things that tempt us, re-tempt us, we go back into things, where bring obstacles and challenges, really. Sacrifice, we've got, yeah, wow. So where conflict and defeat, when we go through that, we go through the challenges and we break through and we transform, we change, what do we come out with? That's where love begins. And we get through those challenges. Sacrificing and spiritual strength. So we do need a lot of spiritual strength going on here this full moon, and connection to, look at this, divine passion ignited. That was reversed, but remember, passion opens up the higher frequencies and vibrations that I talked about. And what fell on it? The light. Brings the light back through. Wow. And we've got base chakra and throat chakra here. So, you know, throat chakra, suffering in silence. To me, the full moon will bring forth over the next 3 months not doing that, and coming forward. Base is usually getting grounding, we're getting balance, getting clear in that, which brings balance, because balance was in reverse. So it looks like we're going to get back to, you know, strong, firm foundations and balance, and stop being tempted by and challenged, or what's the word I'm looking for? Misinformed, or going off track, or distracted, or sabotaged by obstacles and challenges. But we have to get through those obstacles and challenges to get this spiritual strength to sacrifice. That's where love begins, when you get through the challenges and you're defeated and you're done and you just walk away. You know, you give up, you surrender, and that's where your passion will be reignited and the light will come in. So that's big energies for people to be going through. That is huge, huge. And to have the base chakra reverse and temptation there, you know, to me that's going back to old ways, old whatever, because, you know, base chakra is your foundation. Let's get some other spiritual. I'm using a lot of different cards at the moment, experimenting. Truth, dreams and love, angels and masters, and balance again, upright, and visualization for the future. So yep, the truths have got to come out now and be balanced. We've got the scales here, Libra, justice, fairness, all of this type of energy. 23 is 5, dreams. Pay attention. Dreams are also about your psychic connection, source connection, you know, dreams, deep, watery, emotional Pisces energy, love of what or how you love, where you love, what is your love, you know, whether it's your future, your vision, your relationship, there's a love, it's heart stuff here. Angels and Masters 33 coming in alignment, there's the galactic alignment, okay, balance coming in here, or it's asked for balance in that, and visualization, which is the future, looking into seeing ahead, seeing the bigger picture, visualization through divine wisdom. Vision through divine wisdom or connection to source, using your intuition, using your insight, soul healing, truth. There's a lot of soul healing going on or coming into the full moon. It's solar plexus too. We've got soul healing on and truth. A lot of truths are going to be revealed. Psychic development on dreams. So a lot of people, that's your intuition. This Pisces energy will bring a lot of intuition, love and relationships on each other. Coming in here, the Angels of Masters, the I am presence here, getting connected to the truth in that inner strength. Inner strength. If you want balance in relationships, you need inner strength. So yeah, that's what the meditation. So they're asking you to go in there as well. So that's interesting. I'll get a bit of tarot. That light's just come through. Hopefully you can still see it on the video, but we always like the light, so we're not going to block it. What other messages need to come through for the tarot for Pisces Full Moon, 20th of September? What do we need to know? What is another message? Is something outside the information that we just currently... What's the time going like? Yeah, where are you? So the Knight of Cups is about connection, love. It's, you know, I want to date you, wine you, dine you. It's reaching out, but the cup of love. Okay, so it is, now that could be to do with anything, you know, and to me, bottom of the deck, manifestation. The Magician manifests. What are you manifesting here? What are you reaching forward towards? Who are you offering your cups or cup of love to? Who is getting your time? Who is getting your energy? Who are you openly giving to here? Justice and fairness. Moving on, getting all that truth, all that information, all the knowledge and wisdom that you need coming through to go in a direction. And that can be, you know, to me, the boat and the water, they've got in the boat and they've made the decision, they've got all their ideas and direction, but it's also about a river, going with the current, going with the flow as well of the higher, bigger, energetic source picture flow. The Justice card is here about two ways, balance. So, you know, we've all got to look at that aspect of the two-way aspect. Where do I give? Where do I receive? Where is it balanced? Where is it a two-way system? And moving into that direction. That's what the energy is. Strength card, Leo card, 10 of Cups, to your happiness. What is your, yeah, it's very clear. You know, for a lot of you, you will be offering, yeah, where do you want to, where's abundant? Where are you giving? And this is all about giving and receiving in a balanced, justice way and heading in that direction. Or it could be about you looking at where and who you give your energy, love, time, energy, connection. Because we're looking at the future here, your long-term happiness and contentment. This is about relationships or how you are in relationships or something you want to move to. Is it giving to you? Is it abundant? Are you giving to it giving to you? Is this got to be something you want to feed or move to or towards now? The Strength card there shows me you either have the courage or you require the courage to move to this happiness, this 10 of Cups. Let's get some clarifiers. Yeah, the fated wheel of change. Wow. Wow. it's interesting. We've got the Knight of Cups here at the start. The very last cup is the Queen of Cups. Receiving love, connection. She's emotional. She wants emotional connection. And this is giving and receiving that, like receiving it, whether you're giving, receiving, both ways. To me, this is all about connecting to that. Okay, who are you offering your love to now? We're on the fated wheel of change. This is absolutely what I call my roundabout card. The wheels are turning and there could be a lot of changes in this, but there's which direction will you take? Major Arcana card, it is going to happen. So justice with the past pain, past hurt, past struggle. Some of you may be staying with the past and balancing that up, or finally getting justice over the past. Generally, it's a decision. It's a final. It can be legal. It can be a final legal decision here. It could be a commitment to a direction where you're giving your love. But can I say justice on the past, struggle, pain, suffering. Some of you are moving on from the past. And this is past that you've been in learning long, hard, arduous lessons in. Or pain that you've held for a long time. Moving forward, see, fear was blocking you. Fear or feeling stuck between a rock and a hard place was blocking you. It is to do with the old or the past, something that's final, done for a lot of you, or you will make a decision or have a healing on that. See, a lot of emotions, heavy, hard emotions that you were blocked in. You've got the strength over now, though. You have the strength over this. You needed the courage. Remember I said you either have the courage or you needed the courage, and it's coming in here. You know, you've been thinking about your long-term happiness or who it is or a relationship you wanted to go to or head to or move in a direction. This is long-term happiness, contentment. Contentment isn't just a spur of the moment. It's futuristic, thinking about the future here. This is not taking action. And maybe here, because of the past, for some of you, fear, blockage, too emotionally connected to the past, wounds were not healed. You decided you couldn't decide here where to offer this with all these blocked cards. And for some of you, the fated wheel of change has come in and you have to make a decision and a clarity and move in a direction, and you've got that strength and courage, and now you're thinking it really thoroughly and through, or you're not taking action or you're about to. This is thinking about the bigger picture though. He's got the world in his hands. He's looking out. The world's here. So big change. I would look at big changes, massive changes here. And look at the abundance. You know, these changes, where you're heading, whether someone, something, or this new direction, you will get this is abundant. This is money, abundance, support, security coming in, and that was there. Someone was giving that or saying, you know, I want to receive this, or here it is. Here it is. I'm open to receive. Or you have to be ready to give to it, or, you know, give, receive. I just keep getting that all the time. Yeah, look at that. Completion of a cycle here. 10 of Swords, you've learned enough. You've been in this cycle long enough. And it's funny, the Empress, when I get the Empress here on the 10 of Swords, she's the birther of new cycles. She's the birther of abundance, male, female, doesn't matter. New beginnings here. See, the World card. She creates and births abundance all the time. The Empress will take care of you. She'll take care of your children, other people's children. She will provide. She will nurture everyone. She'll nurture a bird. She'll nurture she'll take care of the family, take care of the tribe. She creates abundance in business, in everything. She wants to grow with you, is probably what I'm saying here. This will be, you know, this opportunity is here. We've got the giving, we've got the ending of a cycle here. and the receiving here, love, connection, emotion. You know, the Empress is very emotional and she is a very, very emotional person. The Empress is deeply in her emotions. She is run by emotions because she nurtures, she grows, she births, whether it's a plant or feeding the family, the tribe, that's what I'm saying. And here we go, we've got the giving, and the Sagittarius card, the Temperance card, is about cycles now unfolding naturally, patience, I pour into you, balance, you pour into me, but it's about the bigger picture. It's about the future, which is what this contentment is. What is the long-term future here? Seems to be a lot of overwhelm though, or has been a lot of overwhelm. I just heard, yeah, look, I've just pulled, it came out again, overwhelmed, emotional overwhelm, which really fits this full moon energy, or the energy leading up to this. Maybe you've already been in this, and now this full moon energy will give you the strength, give you the courage, give you the clarity. You know, a decision has to be made here. Someone was making head decisions over heart about, you know, I just heard social norms, you know, what they think their happiness was, or that's only for some of you. Others of you, a decision is made about your Ten of Cups and your direction, and it is more of this Empress birthing, creative, emotional connection where you'll receive, where it's more abundant. You've been rethinking it, thinking it, you're at a point where you're like, yep, there's got to be more than I've got now. I'm going to end a cycle. I'm going to move towards my future vision. And back here where we had the Knight of Cups giving, the very first card with the fated wheel of change, yep, it's definitely about expanding beyond your current situation. Some of you could be moving, some of you could be traveling, some of you could be planning it, decided, about to take a path where you are moving on and forward. Yep, look at this, Justice card. The decision is made and final now. I get it, it's clear. From the past, or past hurt, past wounds, past healing, because this is new beginnings. This is thinking outside the box. This is entrepreneurial. This is going into something you don't know, you haven't done. Maybe, you know, the path you're picking is new. It feels, it's fresh. It's a fresh new beginning and start. But it is new. It's not the old, which fits with the full moon energy and this deep emotional watery past and hurts and wounds coming up to be healed. We've got the Hanged Man and the moving on. So, and the blockages where you were blocked. You are really stuck in this, or indecisive, or sometimes energetically unable to move forward because you have to go through all of this and that full moon energy. But also, you know, we've got to add in factors of karma or overwhelm or too much negative self-talk about yourself, or, you know, things of that aspect. I need to grab two cards from over here, I've just been told. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. One more thing, I just put down the deck. What have we got? High Priestess. This is Scorpio energy, but full moon energy, intuition. This full moon was about Pisces, deep, sensitive, emotional, being connected to higher spiritual connection, self, higher self, divine source. This is the High Priestess energy. This is all about your intuition. So a lot of overwhelm and emotional confusion for people will, because the 3D doesn't make sense. I'm confused with what my head's saying over my heart. I'm confused in the past or the future. I'm confused in which direction to go. And I can only use my intuition, my higher self, my inner knowing, and trust that. And that's scary. That's not easy to do. Getting clear in that and what that is for you. With all the pushback and social norms. Yeah, see, balance forces reversed. And if things were balanced in you and then became chaotic, it was, pulls the soul star, merging with the divine, surrendering, star seed, manifesting here. Definitely manifesting here, and you must connect with soul. That's why we have to use the High Priestess energy here. soul star, the seer sees full spectrum, looking at the future, surrender and balance. So how we will get balance is to surrender to the forces around us, the restrictions, the blocks, the fears, connecting to the higher self, the energy, the intuition, the spiritual, all of those realms. Surrendering to it all and allowing yourself to fall in, find that balance, and then you will see clearly and get full spectrum, and your soul star is merging with the divine here and divine alignment, the galactic center, and manifesting something which is back to the fated wheel of change and where you're offering. So there is major spiritual upgrades, and as I said that, I pulled the card. It is reversed for now, but it will come into, this is your blueprint. Your blueprint are your beliefs, programming, systems that you were born with, that you believe, that you heard old toxicity, whatever it is, or new frequency, or your frequency's about to change or upgrade. We get a new blueprint. When we get a new blueprint, let me say this, yeah, it's manifesting still. New blueprint came out again. One more card, gracious receptivity. Okay, if we're born with a blueprint, and at the moment with everything that's been going on, 2020, 2021, the bringing down of our foundations, this opportunity to completely, 2021, rejig, rescript, redo it a new way, everything new age, revolution between the old and the new, the breaking down of systems. So we came in with a blueprint. We came in with a story. And that blueprint now is, or could, fated wheel of change, be changed, be rescripted, be upgraded. It is being upgraded, whether you like it or not. So that means everything doesn't feel normal. Everything's unknown, everything's scary, everything's fearly, everything's too big. We have to change our belief systems. We have to put new systems within our self, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's an upgrade of who you are and who you came here to be. And you have that opportunity, and it is happening energetically, whether you choose to stay in the old or the new. But a lot of the energy for 2021 and for the next 3 months is absolute challenging, testing, revolutionary, awakening energy for you to move through out of social, political, authoritative, blueprinted, scripted that we have been in and lived in and up until now. And that's where the confusion and emotional overwhelm will come from, deep within your heart, your head, your soul, as you re-script and re-blueprint. Even if you stay in the old, you have to do it a new way. But it looks here, the old is painful. Remember, it's struggle. It's where you're at now. You will get victory or justice on it, fairness, equality, or make a decision, or the decision will be final. And we've got new. This is Uranus card. Uranus here. Uranus squaring Saturn. Saturn's restrictive, authoritative, controlling the old ways. Uranus is, I'm breaking free, thinking outside the box, new world, entrepreneurial, doing things fresh, moving into a direction, a destiny, a future that I want to create, that I want to be in. Away from these, I'll just say social norms, whatever those are, blueprinted within you. It's a big upgrade, guys. I hope this helps. I hope it wasn't too confusing, because it is a lot of energy here and a lot of full-on energy we have to go through. Take care. Thank you. Hit that like button, and I hope to get back to you in October if I can. It has been a very big few months, or will be a big few months. So yeah, hopefully it supports you through that. Okay, thank you. Bye.